The Joan Gamper Trophy night in Barcelona is always special. A celebration of the club's history, a showcase for the fans, and the final rehearsal before the season officially begins. This year's edition was no exception, as Barcelona welcomed Italian Serie A side Como 1907 to the iconic Spotify Camp Nou. The result? A ruthless 5-0 victory that not only entertained the home crowd, but sent a strong message to the rest of Europe. The atmosphere was electric from the moment the gates opened. The stands were a sea of Blaugrana colors, with banners honoring legends and chants echoing through the stadium. The match was also symbolic. It marked Hansi Flick's first Joan Gamper Trophy as Barcelona manager, and the players seemed determined to give him a perfect start. First half dominance. From the very first whistle, Barcelona imposed their will on the game. Their high press suffocated Como's build-up, forcing turnovers in dangerous areas. Pedri, stationed in central midfield alongside Gavi, dictated the tempo with his trademark vision and precise passing. Robert Lewandowski acted as the focal point in attack, dragging defenders out of position and opening space for the wingers to exploit. The first breakthrough came in the 14th minute. Fermín López, one of the rising stars of this squad, timed his run perfectly to meet a low cross from Raphinha. His composed finish into the bottom corner set the tone for the night. Just 5 minutes later, the Camp Nou exploded again. Lamine Yamal, still just 17 years old, cut inside from the right wing, skipped past a defender, and unleashed a curling strike that sailed past the Como goalkeeper. It was a goal that showcased his incredible maturity and technical ability. Como looked shell-shocked. Their defensive lines were stretched, and their midfield struggled to cope with the speed of Barcelona's ball circulation. In the 32nd minute, Barcelona struck again. This time, it was Fermín López once more. Lurking at the far post, he tapped in from close range after a perfectly placed cross from Raphinha. By halftime, it was 3-0, and the home fans were already celebrating. Second half fireworks. Despite the comfortable lead, Barcelona showed no intention of slowing down. Flick made a few changes, bringing on fresh legs but maintaining the attacking intensity. Just 10 minutes into the second half, Yamal grabbed his second of the night. A quick 1-2 with Lewandowski sliced open Como's defense, and Yamal finished with precision, slotting the ball past the keeper. The final blow came in the 72nd minute. Raphinha, who had already provided 2 assists, decided it was time to get his name on the score sheet. Picking up the ball just outside the box, he unleashed a thunderous right-footed shot into the top corner, a goal that brought the crowd to its feet and sealed a perfect night for the Brazilian winger. Tactical brilliance. What stood out most wasn't just the goals, it was the way Barcelona played. The team structure was impeccable, with the midfield trio constantly rotating to create passing lanes. The fullbacks pushed high to stretch the pitch, and the wingers cut inside to overload central areas. Flick's tactical tweaks were clear. The pressing was more aggressive, the transitions faster, and the attacking movements more fluid than in previous pre-seasons. Defensively, Barcelona remained solid. Ter Stegen, though rarely tested, commanded his area well and distributed the ball with pinpoint accuracy. Kound and Christensen kept Como's forwards quiet, while Bald's overlapping runs down the left added another dimension to the attack. Star performers. Fermín López, clinical in front of goal, clever movement, and a tireless work rate. Lamine Yamal, a teenager with the confidence of a veteran, his dribbling and finishing were world-class. Raphinha, 2 assists and a spectacular goal, a constant menace down the flank. Pedri and Gavi controlled the midfield with intelligence and energy. A statement for the season ahead. For Barcelona, this was more than just a friendly. It was a statement of intent. Under Hansi Flick, the team looked sharper, hungrier, and tactically more versatile. The blend of experienced stars and promising young talent could make them a force to be reckoned with in both La Liga and the Champions League. As the final whistle blew, the players lifted the Joan Gamper Trophy under the glowing lights of the Camp Nou. The fans roared, not just for the win, but for the promise of an exciting season ahead. If this performance was any indication, Barcelona might just be ready to dominate once again.